beloved. I just wanted to clarify something in Revelation 9 about the key of the bottomless pit after the star falls from heaven unto the earth. And it's opened and the bottomless pit, and there rose the smoke out of the pit as a great furnace. Now we know about the furnace in Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's time. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. So if you have the seal, sealed in the Spirit of God, and we see that also before this happens, there's a sealing of the living God. He seals his people, his servants. So sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. So the seal of the living God was for his servants, and these were the children of the tribes of the children of Israel. I've done this video before, but something that I wanted to say about this. So the seal of the living God is on those people, and the seal protects the people from this angel of the bottomless pit, because it says right here that only those that have not the seal in their foreheads, they're not tormented. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. This part's real important. These people who are tormented by the locusts that come upon the earth, death will flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men, and they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And it goes on. And I actually saw one of those things, and I think I did a video on it in the spirit, because we're talking about spiritual things, guys. And chariots of many horses running to battle, and they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And these things had hair like women, and they were super big and tall. And like I told people, they looked just like the Predator in that movie Predator years ago. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit. So we know that angel of the bottomless pit is the same as the king, the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, which was Satan, the dragon, the devil. So whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. One woe is past. So this angel of the bottomless pit, we hear Bush say a storm, an angel rides a storm. It was this angel. And then we see Trump say a storm is coming. He didn't say an angel rides a storm. He just said a storm is coming. So we see these storms that they make. The Lord Jesus rebuked the storm and calmed the seas, first of all. But we see that when this stinging is happening from the tails and the power that was given to them to do this, the people that are being tormented are seeking death, but that's not finding them. So they've taken some sort of mark, which it also says in another place that um, these people who are getting tormented are a cage of every foul spirit and hateful bird. So who's getting tormented? God says to the angels who left their first estate, he said, you will die like men. So we see there's spiritual things. This is all very, it's manifesting in the physical, but there are things that are happening in the spirit where they are being tormented and they're not dying, but in the physical they're going to die. In the physical they'll die, but in the spiritual, smoke of the pit comes up and locusts come up here, and tormented 5 months. We need to understand that these are spiritual things. Whenever God is talking about the mystery Babylon, this is a spiritual city, and God is loosing, he's allowing these things to happen. He's allowing this. It was given, and that's why I think Trump said, he raised his hand up and he said, I am the chosen. I think that Trump may have something to do with this here, and that possibly that, and that's why he's going to the different armies, and the armies are presented to him in India and in different places. I think it was Iran or somewhere. He went in England, and then he came back. He went to all these different places, and then he came back to the White House this week. And so it's possible that he's preparing for that World War III that the Freemasons had prepared for, and it's written in their books, in the Beast books. Aleister Crowley, he's known as the Beast, that they had planned World War III. And so when this is happening, there's we will be standing, we will be in the air with the Lord. I believe that we will be seeing him, but there is a loosing of some seals, and we see, and I was just looking for that other part, hoping to find it, where it talks about, because those that are getting stinged, they don't have the seal of God. They're not written in the Lamb's Book of Life. That should be very clear to everyone, that we have the Lamb, the blood of the Lamb over us. But at the same time, the fire that comes down from heaven, there are those who are in this time. Okay, so he says, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So this woman of Revelation 17, Mystery Babylon, has plagues coming, and has become, I think this is it. So Babylon is fallen, has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit and hateful bird. So the way I'm seeing it, these are spirits, that are in cages. They're in some vessel. And when they're being tormented 5 months, it seems to me like these are, these are not full. I mean, they're man, because they're talking about it's the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her and lived deliciously. But this is habitation of devils. They've taken off the hateful birds, rebellious, have taken off their holy garments, and it says it's taken off the spirit and putting on something else. So the kings are fornicating with them, and somehow they're being tormented, but they're not dying. They're wishing to die, but they won't be dying. But for us, we have the seal of the living God. So this is not for us. This is for them. And that's why I just wanted to clarify, you know, this angel, Jesus or God, whenever Egypt was getting the plagues, and the angel of death passed over Israel, and they had the blood on their doorposts, that angel did not strike them, their firstborn. But the Egyptians' firstborn, they died. So this seal, the seal of God in their foreheads, this is very important because there's going to be some, stuff going on here pretty soon, and has been going on, I believe. And the people that have the seal of God in their foreheads we're not getting destroyed. But these other ones are being destroyed. So if it was given to him like the angel that destroyed the firstborn of Egypt, if it's given him to do the same thing in this time, it's for those who are not in the Lamb's Book of Life. It's for those who rejected God as their head, rejected him as their God, rejected Jesus as their head, rejected God's word, and him being their strong arm and making others their strong arm. So I believe Jesus was good enough to give everyone warning, and everyone is without excuse. There's nobody who can say, "Oh, I didn't know." He has given everybody warning. He's given all the churches warning. He's given Israel warning. In the Epistle of Jude, he says that he's come with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment on all, of all their ungodly deeds and of all which they have ungodly committed, all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. And so, we don't bring a railing accusation to God. This is the word that is judging them. So I believe that they're given an opportunity to, if he's going to why would he tell them what they've done unless it's because with judgment comes mercy and grace. But if they're not turning or repenting with true repentance, godly repentance, and faith on Jesus, returning to God and faith on Jesus with a true heart, because God tries the hearts. He knows your heart. He knows your mind. He knows what you're thinking. He's given a chance for people to return to him. But those that don't, there is a Apollyon, destroyer, which it was given to him because nothing that Jesus said, "You can't crucify me unless it was given to you." In other words, you can't do anything unless God allowed it. So at the same time, we see when Apollyon strikes, it would have to be given to him to do this judgment, the condemnation to death. But for us that have the seal of the living God, he will pass over us. No matter what we've spoken, it's not because, he has us in favor. No, it's because we believe on the living God. He's Apollyon, he's from the bottomless pit, but he's given a time of destruction for the wicked and for the wrath of God and the wrath of the Lamb. The wrath of the Lamb is also his word, but his word speaks grace also. So even though he's talking about all the ungodly things they've done, their hard speeches, the ungodly sinners and what they've spoken and how they have mocked and all of these things, at the same time, he always gives that gospel, that mercy and grace. And some of them were pulling out of the fire with fear. And this is his judgment. This is his time of judgment, so that those who think that they're holy would know that only God is holy, that we've all fallen short of the glory of God, and that every mouth would be stopped. That is what's going on, that every mouth would be stopped, because it is him who is holy. And that is where we're at now. And he sees their hearts. He knows that they're not going to repent. That's why he allows this Apollyon destroyer to destroy those who do not have the seal of the living God on them, because they love the darkness. They love the wages of sin, and they want to make their lies. They want to flash their bullhorn, Satan worshiping symbols in their hands, and so unfortunately, that wrath of God comes upon the children of disobedience, the children of wickedness. But us, we are not appointed to wrath. So praise our Lord and Savior today, and look up. Our redemption draweth nigh. Agape love to you.